Hey guys, time for another hoax. Today's subject is technically from 1845, but we have to go back a little further for the whole story. So, just for a little background, in the 1800s, the field of paleontology was still in its infancy, as was the act of displaying fossils. This brings us to Albert Koch. Koch came to the United States in 1835, and much like his contemporary P.T. Barnum, whom we'll definitely be talking about again, made a living showcasing freaks of nature, artifacts, and other exhibits of dubious origin out of an exhibit hall in St. Louis. Seeing the growing popularity of prehistoric creatures, Koch decided to expand his operations. Koch's first fossil hoax began in 1840 when he bought mastodon remains that had been discovered by a farmer in Missouri. Koch reconstructed the skeleton, adding numerous extra ribs and other bones to make the creature appear larger than it actually was. He dubbed the creation Missourium. The display was so successful that Koch sold his exhibit hall and began touring around the country with the reconstruction. Despite scholars of the time pointing out that this creature was an obvious fake, this did nothing to curb ticket sales. The Missourium skeleton was sold in 1843, and Koch decided to repeat the same trick again on an even grander scale. He began searching for and buying the fossilized remains of Basilosaurus, an ancestor of modern whales and a creature similar to the Nitaka. By 1845, he had accumulated fossils belonging to at least 6 different individual specimens. He Frankensteined them together into a massive 114-foot-long sea serpent he named Hydrarchos. This creation was first displayed in New York to massive popularity. Once again, however, scientists immediately saw through the ruse. Besides filling the skull with teeth from different aged individuals, Koch had even used ammonite shells in his reconstruction. As with Missourium, Koch toured the country with the skeleton, billing it as the Leviathan of the antediluvian world. The Hydrarchos was so successful that, after selling the model to the King of Prussia, Koch built a second specimen in 1848, which he also took on tour. Unfortunately, I only say unfortunately because they were composed of real fossils, both were largely lost over time. Most of the original Hydrarchos was destroyed during World War II, and the second was lost in the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. I hate to end on a bummer, but that's it for this episode. See you again soon!